Okay, we're live. Let's go. That's a healthy little screen. Let's minimize this. And then I'm gonna need to use my phone for the stream deck, but that's okay. I haven't changed. I think in these streams, because of the timing of when I get back, I'm just gonna do them suited up. Like there's no point in trying to stress over it. Plus, I feel like I look pretty good. In any event, I need to bring the chat up on my phone because I won't be able to see it because I'm in TTS. And we'll go from there. Why am I still getting ads for Marvel Snap? I play your game. I don't know why they still promote it so heavily on my thing. I play your damn game. Like, I stop. Yo, Jojo, how you doing, bro? What's good with you? What's good? I hope you're having a fantastic day. I hope you had a good rest of the week. We out here, right? 6 p.m. chilling. And I need to see where we're at right now in terms of Nexus. I'm going to play this. Is this too loud? Let's bring this down to like here, right? Kenobi, bro, how you doing? What's good? Yo, Saul, leave? Leave what? What do you mean? I literally just got here. I've literally just arrived. Why have you said this? Why have you done this? Right? Let's minimize this. I didn't actually see it properly. I wanted to see if the music was too loud or not. It looks like it's actually kind of low, so let's bring it up a little bit. Let's bring that up a little bit, but not too much so it doesn't become annoying. I feel like that's a good level. I feel like that's a healthy place for it to be. Yeah. Did not know you had such sauce in your locker. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, right? We out here. Yo, Saul, what's good, bro? What's good with you? Welcome. Yeah, so we are as vibing. Sean, what's good? All right, so people coming to say hey, I appreciate that. Today I wanted to do some Nexus testing, but first things first, I actually wanted to see, because I've been doing so much on the back end. Okay, yeah, I've just confirmed it for myself. I've been doing so much on the back end that I haven't actually updated the cards in the actual like TTS build. So a lot of this is still using like the template card art, which is just unacceptable. So I want to update some of this and take it from there, right? So I am very much still breathing, alive, debatable. I just bought TTS for myself. Oh wait, you got it? Damn. Okay, thank you for that. Well, I'm actually on time for assault. Yo, David, how you doing, bro? What's good? Shall I call you Summoner? Hopefully soon, right? Stefan, good to see you. The GUI in that background look lovely. Thank you. This is just for TTS. This is just for TTS. Our actual app is still being worked on. The game is still being worked on, but this is what we've got. I actually, because I didn't know whether or not I had done it. Now I see that clearly I haven't. This is all still using the template card art, right? The old stuff that we had before, right? So just these stand-in images. I'm pretty sure I've done everything that I need to import the new ones. Do I want to import the new ones real quick? It won't be quick though. It's gonna take like half an hour to do. It's gonna take like half an hour to import the new stuff. Okay, in that case, next time I'll have the new stuff imported. Because like, for example, if you look at, that was the gladiators, right? Everything is done. It just hasn't been updated yet. It's gonna take a while, and it's a big update as well. Like a lot of cards are gonna be put in this next one, so I'll do it after the stream. I'll do it in my free time. Like the gladiators, what you just looked at, it's supposed to look like this, right? Because like all of the art has been created. It's just a question of whether or not it's in this tester, right? Yo, GearTube, how you doing, bro? What's good with you? Right? Yo, Doy, I'm vibing. Little MTG, little Flesh and Bony, little Yu-Gi-Oh! That board set up. Yeah, we vibing, we out here. So yeah, I'll do that later. I'll do that after the fact. Now, my question for myself is, why can't I hear out these earphones? Are they broken? If they are, I think I have a pair of like actual earphones not too far away, so I'll go with these instead, right? AI, or is it hand drawn? It's all hand drawn. Everything. So all of the, like, I'll show you some of the other ones that are actually in the game. all of the card art is hand drawn. Let me. Damn, I have actually forgotten. Have I forgotten how to navigate in TTS? That is so sad, right? I've been working with developers on creating like the actual app for the game, but as a result, we've been using Tabletop Simulator to test. Oops, didn't mean to do that. We've been using Tabletop Simulator to test the game, but because I've been spending so much time in the app instead of in Tabletop Simulator, I have forgotten how to move around and do all the stuff you need to do, but that's okay. I'll refresh right now. Right? Hand drawn. Logan should take notes on what hand drawn looks like. I mean, he should, to be fair. I learned more about that scandal, and it's actually disgusting what that man tried to do to his fans. Not even tried, he succeeded in doing to his fans. Because even if he didn't make the money, they still lost it. So, can I hear this now? Is that better? That's better. Okay, good. So I can hear this. Let me just make sure the levels are still good for you guys. And then what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to hop into a thing. I'm gonna hop into the game dev chat. Actually, wait, no. If I do it as like a call, it's gonna bug everybody, isn't it? What made the scandal worse is how he tried to defend himself until it backfired. Bro, the way he tried to come after CoffeeZilla and it just did not work. Like, I didn't feel bad for him, obviously. He did it to himself, but like, still, that was so peak. Okay, so today I would like to test out. Well, it's not so much as test out, right? I feel like we've ironed out a lot of the kinks in the Wandering subset, and from where we left off, the Forest Guard subset. Those are currently being worked on by the dev team, putting them into the game with their current abilities, with their current standing and everything, right? Let's get the runes. So I'm going to, and again, it's been a while since anyone has play tested, right? It's not just me, like everyone's gonna be kind of rusty. But I would like us to just sort of refresh where we're at by playing around with the cards as they are, and then we go from there. A double respect for hand drawn. Thank you very much. That's my boy Lumiere getting it done for us, right? Neoshock, how you doing, bro? Welcome. I was just saying, I'm gonna hop into the thing so we can actually like talk and conversate. Now where we left off, I'm trying to remember in terms of balance. I feel like we left the Forest Guard subset in a really, really good place, actually. Thinking about where we left it off, I was actually pretty happy with what the Forest Guard subset could do. I want to ease us back into things with something light, something easy. Obviously, with the Wandering and Forest Guard subset as our baseline, that's probably a good place to start. So maybe I play Forest Guard, someone else plays Wandering, and we sort of just like build from scratch. No like mashup decks, just pure Wandering versus pure Forest Guard, and obviously using runes. Didn't mean to do that, but okay. Damn, I just stacked everything, didn't I? Yeah. So my hope is that we use today as sort of a refresher and take it from there. If I wasn't working, I'd hop on. It's all good. So we're going to be doing Nexus stuff on Tuesdays and Fridays, right? From 2 to 6. And then any other day that I stream, I'm just going to be doing casual gameplay stuff, right? Stay hydrated. I will do. Thank you very, very much, right? Now, as a heads up, I'm a little bit under the weather, so if I cough, if I sneeze, I apologize for that. I was actually hoping to stream, was it yesterday or the day before? But I was like, you know what? Rest the voice. Just you can hear it a little bit, but I think it's a lot better, right? From 2 to 6, or you mean 6 onwards? I don't remember. I don't know the sentence that I said that made you ask that question, and I apologize. I apologize. Okay, now let me hop in. Okay, so Saul and the others are in this chat. I'm going to, I think to make it easier, I can just hop in to the Summoners Nexus dev chat. And all things being equal, I should be able to hear when anyone else hops in, if they hop in, right? So if anyone wants to play test, if anyone wants to do the thing, we can go from there. You just stream Nexus from 2 to 6? Oh, no. So Nexus is going to be from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. GMT. On a Tuesday and on a Friday, and then every other day is going to be vibing, right? English teacher, a reminder, everyone. Yes. Yes, very much so. Right? And yeah, I'm glad you like the rune designs. This is a finished rune, right? This one has like the actual stuff done. It's a 3D model that's been put against a 2D background, but this one is just a stand-in, right? You see like how it's you see the circle on the rune itself. That's just, it's like a sticker almost, because we haven't gotten the runes done, but we've gotten all the monsters done. The runes are super easy to get done though, so that's why I've kind of left that for the time being. And we'll take it from there. So in the meantime, while we wait to see, because I don't know. Oh, game dev chat, let's see. Right. Oh, right, I need your Steam friend code, don't I? Okay, let's copy this. Copy Steam friend code. How do I proceed? Grab this. Saul plays anime. I think, do I go friends? Friends. I have friends. Search friends by name. Oh, wait, no, add a friend. Enter my friend's code. There we go. Okay, friendship initiated. Excellent. Alright, so, hit me. Using Norse bases? Yes, effectively. So it started out with like Nordic runes and Nordic symbols, but then with time, the rune design, I kind of just was like, you know what? Make it whatever you want, because you can make up your own language, add your own symbols, add your own markings. I added in some stuff from on one of the runes. I don't know if it's here, like just straight up Japanese. Okay, it's not here. On one of the runes, I just straight up have Japanese on the rune. It's all over the place, right? It's all acquiring friends like Pokemon, my guy. Now, so I think Seluxus is, so I'm not sure if it's Neo or Seluxus because I didn't actually read the chain of messages, but I'm in the game dev chat regardless. I'm going to work on building a deck, and then I'm actually really excited for you guys to see it. This is, how do I go to my main menu? Hold on. Because one of the videos explaining how Summoner's Nexus works is actually done. I'm going to pause this real quick. One of those videos is actually done. A lot of people still won't know how the game is played currently, and that's perfectly fine. But this one, where is it? It should, okay, yeah, number 3. There's 12 videos total explaining how the game works. Number 3 is done now. I just need to post it.
Cards in the Summoner's Nexus TCG come in 2 parts. The game card, which is viewable in the inventory and can be placed on the field to interact with the game, and the identification or ID card, which players will have access to by tapping the card in question for more information. Summoner's Nexus will be a digital card game experience, and the full benefits of that will be afforded to our players.
Right?
As a matter of convenience, these ID cards will describe their card's abilities and provide further details on their stats whenever the player requires it.
One sec. So, that's gonna go up, I think, so obviously number 1 has to come out first. The lady who's working on number 1, she also got sick, so she's not going to be done until like the 17th. So number 1 will probably come out, and the video has to obviously be like made and edited and everything. So number 1 won't probably come up for a while. But yeah, so that's hopefully by February the guides start coming out explaining the game, so that way when people watch, obviously you answer a couple questions on the fly, but like the bigger questions you can just refer them to the videos for, right? Yes, I actually played a little bit with the new Sky Striker support. It is pretty cool. I was playing at a low level because I've been away from Yu-Gi-Oh for a long time. I think I made it to like silver or something, I don't know. Silver, maybe gold, so obviously the caliber of opponents wasn't super high, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. I wanted to ask, you mentioned in the VOD now that the avatars are custom art instead of Unity assets, that retroactive to the backers too? Of course, absolutely, my guy. The only things that were set in stone, unfortunately, Zane's, in my eagerness to get Zane's out quickly, because I like the Stygian Greys, they've already been designed, but as for everything else, so Gear Teams, that's yours, Brandon's, and basically everyone else who backed for a design, it's now it's pick and choose, right? So if you want, if you would like a specific style of art to be used or a specific like references to be used for your cards, you can now like submit stuff to be worked on. Remember me once I asked you for a Duel Links deck? I'm back. Yo, SSG, I'm good. It has been a minute. But I'm good. I'm working on my own TCG now, hoping that it goes well, right? Master Duel is really dead. Funny enough, Duel Links is doing better. I heard that I think there's an anniversary going on in Duel Links right now, so that's good for them as well, right? So vibing there. Pretty lame these days, but I'm having fun getting gems with mutants. Fair. Kagari 2 helps a lot. Also, the Machine Therion is great in Sky Striker. I don't know what that is, but I know that they did get like a machine, like a mecha suit thing. They're all mecha suits, but like a kaiju basically. So that was cool. They basically got 3 extra rays, which is awesome. Like honestly, they're eating good. I hope. Do I want Sky Strikers to be top tier? Because that's my deck. I like it being niche, but at the same time, like, it's just good, right? Mega Knight is tier 1. Okay, that is cool. I hopped on the Duel Links for a minute to try and build a Mega Knight deck, but I forgot how expensive Duel Links can be, bro. I forgot how expensive that game can be. In any event, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, while I wait, sort of construct the deck that I'm going to try and play with for the Forest Guard subset. So for those who have never seen a playtesting before, the Forest Guard subset is, well, it's changed over time, to be honest. Initially, it was a very aggressive deck. Like, it was when I designed this deck, it was supposed to be a control deck, but I accidentally designed the most aggressive 2-turn kill in the game, because of course I did. Now it's been balanced, it's been sort of nerfed a little bit, and some of its support has been reserved for later, so it is no longer that aggressive 2-turn kill, and has now sort of morphed into more of the control deck that it was initially meant to be, right? Ready to test? I can only talk through the game chat until lunch break. That's fine. So you missed out. There was an XP glitch in Duel Links where you could easily grind characters. It's gone now. Oh, that sucks. I wish I knew. Lots of support. Thank you, SSG. I appreciate that. DL isn't expensive. You attended Annie this year. Wait. Oh, is that where the glitch was? I wish. Man, 10 packs for every day. Whoa, that's actually kind of crazy. That's actually okay. So Duel Links isn't expensive if you're in the right place at the right time, rather. But yeah, so these are all the cards that are currently available in the Forest Guard subset, right? The subset is about slowly building up what we call forest counters, right? So what this card says is tutelage. Each time a rune is activated, runes are like spell cards, or like the magic cards in this game, right? Each time a rune is activated, place a forest counter on another Forest Guard avatar you control. You can place a maximum of 3 counters with this effect in a given turn. So you can generate 3 counters off of this card. At the end of the waves are the turns. If you control this card, remove any forest counters placed by this effect or destroy this card. Now, what this basically does is it resets you every single turn. So every single turn you have to generate new counters to work off of. So that's a strategy involved in it, right? The Duel Links meta is healthy right now. It's ridiculous. Mech's got tier 1. Goki. Why are Gokis back? Salad's tier 3. I had a full Salad deck. I played a little bit while Salad's were tier 0. And yeah, I was eating. It was fun. Let's see here. Right, so this is about generating, so this card generates your forest counters. I'm actually really rusty. This one says, during this wave, this card gains an additional 50 attack for every forest counter currently on the field. I think Minos goes in my starting hand. It's gonna take some getting used to again. Minos goes in my starting hand. Goblin Forge I don't think goes in my starting hand. Danger Beast, this guy definitely goes in the starting hand. Let's put these to the side. And come to think of it, I think I might need to mix the deck up a little bit, right? Goki, oh right, Gokis have links. That makes sense. Okay. It isn't trap Goki. Okay, so it's actual like proper Gokis. That makes sense. right? Now, gosh, I feel like I need Zane. Because even though I'm looking at the cards, I don't remember. Because the day that we realized how to play, I think it was Zane that I was with. Was it Zane or was it Neoshock? When the new version of Forest Guard was kind of realized, where it's like, okay, they do play a bit of a slower game and you do kind of have a handle on it. The synergy rating for this deck is 6. I think I might need to mix this deck up. So how the decks work is cards from the same group have cards from the same group are called subsets, right? Synergy ratings say basically you need to have this many cards in your deck from my group to be able to use my effects. The synergy rating on this card is 6, so my deck has to have 6 of their cards. The synergy rating on this card is 8, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I basically need to play the entire deck to use this card's effects, right? So I only have 2 free slots to try and mix and match. It's a way to try and keep things from being too splashable when they're really strong, right? Did you ever consider joining the Overwatch community or only sticking with card games? Another question, how do I get mod? To be honest, I haven't really thought about mods and all that, like modding or getting new mods. I'm back from a pretty long hiatus. I kind of just want to go at a steady pace and then maybe open up like taking on new mods as I get comfortable in what I'm doing again, so that to avoid adding too many cooks to the pot in the immediate. But thank you very, very much for offering, right? And no, I play Apex Legends in my free time, and when I stream on Twitch, I might play some Apex Legends for fun. But I've never played Overwatch before. Okay, so every card in the deck does need to be in play. I'm just trying to remember how this deck is piloted, right? Imagine forgetting how to pilot a deck that you yourself made. I'm gonna take Kappa Banyan in my starting hand, but I might need to mix things up. All of the cards are going in the deck. It's just a question of who goes in where. So those cards go in your resource deck. You start with 10 cards in hand in this game, right? So it's not as down to RNG. What does this do? If a forest card would be destroyed this way, remove a forest counter from it instead. That sounds like a good idea. Put this over here. Place 1 forest counter. Obviously, this goes in my hand. Forest Emergence. Destroy it and summon Selenis from the graveyard. This, I think, can go in the draw deck. Target 1 forest guard avatar you control. Remove any number of forest counters currently on that card. Place them on another forest card. I don't know if I want this in this game. Forest Woodland. This is an attack boost. I will be taking this. I don't need freeze. Shield Wall could be good, but copium. Rune Collector, absolutely. Add that to my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. As we go on, I'll explain what some of these cards do, because a lot of people might not know what all of this necessarily is. Don't need Underdog. And maybe Incinerate, maybe. God, I'm just trying to remind myself what all of these do. Card Exchange, no. Assault Thief, no. Smoke Grenade. When your opponent targets a card you control for attack, choose another card you control. I don't know about that one. Shock Absorption. Definitely no. Definitely no. Definitely no. Okay, cool. We're gonna put that down. How big is the base deck? 20 cards. 20 cards in the base deck. I pick up a Commander Modern deck and go, wait, how do I do stuff here? Literally. Literally, right? That's how you would think that it wouldn't be possible with the game that you yourself made, right? But I'm looking at some of the stuff and I'm like, wait a second, what is the actual strategy here? So I've got my 10 cards in hand, my 5 in my, I need 1 more for the resource deck. Let's see here. Now with Forest Guard, I'm going to be trying to do some control. I feel like I want some offense, so I would probably take something from the Daemon subset. Actually, no. Let's not. Let's play Pure. Let's actually play Pure because we can now. There's enough cards to play this deck Pure, so I'm going to. Just so I actually get like a full feeling for what the deck is and does again. So which card did I not take? I think it was Hibernation. I think Hibernation was the card I didn't take. Yes, it was. Okay, so we're going to play every single card in the deck. Let's shuffle this. Where's the shuffle, and flip. Okay. That's it. Remember my Overwatch phase, Dark Times? Overwatch is quite beloved, I thought, right? 20 card main and draw half. Games have to be fast and furious, a little snappy. Yeah, so, you know, the crazy thing is, this game does have quite a bit in common with Marvel Snap, but this game, well, I don't know when Marvel Snap started being worked on long before I heard of it, but by the time I had heard of Marvel Snap, the rules of this game were down pat, and some of them just ended up being similar. Like, for example, there's only 6 turns in this game, right? There's only 6 turns. Both players make decisions at the exact same time. It's a real-time strategy game. What else? Small resource deck and everything. Brandon, how you doing? I'm sorry, I'm still sick. Brandon, how you doing, bro? It's good to see you. How have you been? I need a Strepsil. Yeah, the starting can is 10 cards, right? Basically, he wasn't inspired by Marvel Snap since this game was in development separate to Snap. Exactly, right? It was just a coincidence that a lot of things ended up being, I say a lot, quite a few, but not everything. Like, there's still a big difference between this game and Snap, which is why I'm comfortable. Like, I don't feel threatened in any way by Snap. It's just, it just kind of is what it is. Now, how this game sort of goes down, and maybe I should have taken a second to refresh myself before trying to explain it to any. Brandon comes back, becomes a member instantly. Bro, thank you. Thank you for that membership. I appreciate you, man. Card exchange. I feel like there's better runes in the game now. We'll see if card exchange is still good. We'll see, right? Thank you very, very much. I'm game dev. I see parallel, unrelated development all the time, let alone my 15 years. Oh, wow, you're game development for 15 years. That is insane. Kudos on that, my guy. Hey, yo. That's kind of fire. That's kind of fire. I wanna... Okay. Why is there such a big delay? Thank you very, very much, Brendan. I appreciate that massively. Right? Now, I want to see... Oh, by the way, Brandon, this applies to you as well. Because everything is being hand-drawn now, we're not using 3D models anymore. If you have any art that you would like the cards that you've donated for to be inspired by, we can now make something based on that reference, and we can design basically anything in terms of art. We're no longer limited to buy 3D models, so that's really, really good. Have you considered like a trade system, or does it not going to work out? No. There is a trade system in the game. So basically how it's going to work is players will join guilds. So you'll have like a guild, a group of people, probably like 30 people per guild or something like that. And you're allowed to trade. What I'm currently thinking is, and I'm running this along with the developers, is like, okay, you have a guild system, and then you can trade maybe once a week with someone who is in your guild. But for your account to be eligible for trading, you have to have logged on for 90 days for your account to be eligible for trading. That way you can't just make a bunch of bot accounts and like swap between them. If you decide to make 3 bot accounts and log in for 90 days on each, at that point, right, you probably just deserve to swap cards with yourself, right? Because that's 3 months. Well, it's just been Final Fantasy and Earthbound-esque stuff, but thanks. That's still a vibe. Right? But yeah, so that's how trading is going to be in the game. So obviously, you want to let us on the field as quickly as possible. But if I'm not mistaken, I think we actually... I wish Zane was here. If I'm not mistaken, I know you start with Selenis, but I think you let Selenis die turn 1. So let me run this down. Let me break this down. So the point of this deck is to generate as many forest counters as you can, right? So initially what you would do is drop Selenis in the Nexus, because the Nexus is like a safe zone, and just have him there generating forest counters. And then you do a whole big offensive play. You do a bunch of stuff, because the game would only last for like 2 turns. So it was fine, right? Vanguard, I've never played Vanguard in my life. Right? Now where we're at instead is, you would put Selenis in your defensive zone to protect your life points, right? To protect your life points from an attack turn 1, and then you let him die at the end of the turn, right? Silenus dies at the end of the turn because you want to keep your forest counters for as long as possible. I need... What does this one do? Okay, so Rune Collector. Reveal this face down rune. Immediately after this effect resolves, return this rune from the field to your hand. I think I might just use today to refresh myself on how to actually play this game, because it has been a minute. Oops. Place 1 forest counter. Obviously you want Forest Guard start up turn 1. And we don't really need... Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Hold on. This could be fire. For the trade system, maybe you can do a cumulative login for 3 months, so people can't just make 5 accounts instead of... Oh, no. It's so that why I say played for 90 days is you have to actually like get in the game and play for that day to count as a day that you've played the game. So you have to have like genuinely played the game on the account for 90 days, or you won't be able to trade. If you make an account, leave it, and like 3 months goes by, as far as the game is concerned, you only played for 1 day, right? So you have to play actively for 90 days. So that's it. Now let's see here. I'm gonna, again, in the actual game, I'm so excited. I'm so excited because look at in the once the actual game is out, I don't know how well you can see this. This is what we've got right now. I need to show you guys something. The art for the game has come back. They haven't imported it into the current build yet, but I still want to show it to you anyway. It's this, bro. It's this, and oh my goodness, I am in love with this art, right? I am in love with this art. Now, I do think, you know what, I can't even say, because if I say, it might, you know what, no, I just look at it, bro. You have Tayo, well, his name, we've done some changes with the names of some of the characters. I'm debating between the name Tayo or Torin for him, because we've drifted away from that anime aesthetic since it's no longer a graphic novel style, and we're moving more towards like a hard fantasy type of thing. So potentially changing his name from Tayo to Torin, right? And just with his monsters around him and it being a whole vibe, and I love it. I just love it, right? So yeah, that's that, right? A complete daily counts for attack, exactly, right? So it's more like, it's more like a check system than just like a log in and you go kind of thing. Sweet Lord in Heaven is pretty, yeah, no, I'm really happy. I'm really happy with how that came out. So in the next build, the developers are going to put that as like, that's the loading screen. That's the first thing you see when you open the app. And right now, if you go over, I don't know how well you can see it. If you go over to play, it will take you to a game board. They still need to flesh it out and make it look, give it that visual UI design that we're looking for. But how it's meant to be is you click on a card in the game, and then you'll be able to click it again for the ability. So you won't need an ID card, right? It's annoying because in the way that the game is being explained right now, you obviously have to include the ID cards, but in the actual game, you'll just tap the name of the ability and it'll give you a description. But again, everything is still in development, so that's where we're at right now. In the meantime, this ID card system was created to solve the problem of, okay, where do we actually put the information for what the cards do? So I'm just gonna take a second and relearn my own game. I hope that's okay. I hope that's okay, right? Oh, I forgot to put the chat back on. The chat is on my phone, right? You got that old school graphic novel feel? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for, because that's going to be the cover for the game, but I'm also considering making that the cover for the book, right? So that's where I'm at. You're making a card game now? I watched a few Yu-Gi-Oh! Streams when Master Duel just released and you were experimenting with Tri Brigade Bujin, but kind of got bored with Yu-Gi-Oh! I also kind of got bored with Yu-Gi-Oh! And so yeah, I am working on my own card game, my own original TCG, hopefully to come out on mobile devices. I'm not sure when. I don't actually have like a release date in mind. I'm not putting that level of pressure on myself anymore as I used to. It's just like, look, when it's done, it's finna come out. You know? So yeah. So what you would do is you would take. So Solenis says, hey. Every time a rune is activated, place a forest counter on a card you control. So you generate 3 forest counters with your boy Solenis. Now, someone like Minos says, during this wave, this card gains an additional 50 attack for every forest counter currently on the field. So you would generate the counters with Solenis, and you would make your offensive plays with Minos. Now, someone like Entity says, hey, this card gains 50 attack for every rune currently in play. So one of them says, hey, you gain attack for the counters that you generate off of the runes being used. And the other one says, hey, I'm a gain attack based on the runes themselves before you use them. So they're effectively opposites in how they gain power, right? But yeah. The second is how you let me know what I'll do. Hey, yo, thank you, David. I'll do free advertising and rep boosting. Thank you very, very much. I do that for every indie creator I know, since we have to look out for each other. Bro, I appreciate that massively. Thank you, right? I'm excited for it. Nowadays, I can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! For more than a couple hours. I've been playing tactical RPGs like Fire Emblem. I wanted to buy Fire Emblem. I got a Switch recently, right? I've never played Fire Emblem before. I saw it and I was like, ooh, that looks kind of interesting. Might give it a shot, right? And FPS games like Valorant. I've delved into Apex Legends quite a bit, but as of recent, I played Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I played... what else? I think that might be it. I haven't been, to be fair, I've been developing games more than I've been playing them, to be fair. But yeah, I've just moved away from it. I can't really play for that long, right? My boy, I will spam me Switch suggestions. I have spent too much time on the Switch because you can pick it up and take it with you wherever you want. I took a Nintendo Switch to work. I was hiding in the bathroom playing in one of the stalls, right? In between periods, I was like, hey, I gotta catch them all. Right, like the week that Scarlet and Violet came out. So yeah, that's it. So I'll be like, I'll do it myself. Literally, right? Just try and make my own TCG. My biggest problem that I found myself, I think I've identified what I don't like about Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's something that I'm glad that Summoner's Nexus kind of solves, is I get so bored waiting for my opponent to finish making their end board. The games take so long. Like, what I love about Marvel Snap is it's so fast, right? 3 to 6 minutes and you're done, right? 3 to 6 minutes and the game is done because you and your opponent play at the same time. Now imagine if we were taking turns, that 3 to 6 minutes would jump to 6 to 12 minutes, which is what Yu-Gi-Oh! Is. And to sit there for that long, to barely climb in a rank with each game, it just doesn't feel rewarding for my time, right? I sit down just watching my opponent play, getting bored. Meanwhile, with this, my opponent's playing, but I'm playing at the exact same time, so there's never a moment where I'm not engaged. Yes, obviously, with Yu-Gi-Oh! You have to watch what your opponent is doing so you can counter it, and so you're engaged in that way, but you're not actively engaging, you're just tracking them, and then if you have effects that can interrupt them, obviously you use that. You have to think, okay, when am I going to use those effects? Whereas with this, it's like, hey, my entire strategy is coming to life at the same time as yours. I don't have to sit and wait for you to make a crazy end board. I'm gonna do it with you, right? So that's what I like about it. Right? Also, you have Pokemon on the Switch. We gotta fight in either co-op. Yes, fight no, because I will lose. I only play Pokemon. I only Nuzlocke Pokemon games. I have not played a Pokemon game the way it was intended to be played in generations, literally in generations, right? I can't do it. I find it too boring, which means a lot of the Pokemon that I have will not do well in a fight against someone who has built a competent team. So many of my Pokemon die, right? I was doing a Soul Link with Nat, and we have been squad wiped so many times. We do soft runs. That way we can still like enjoy the game, rather than having to reset over and over and over. So if you get squad wiped and you have things in the PC, you can continue the run. We've been squad wiped so many times. But yeah. Yo, Jack, how you doing, bro? It's been a minute. Sorry, I'm chewing on a Strepsil. My throat is a little bit messed up. Okay, so carrying on. Entity says, So it gains 50 attack for every rune currently in play. Its other ability says, select a rune that has been used during this wave. Immediately apply its effect. It is treated as the effect of an avatar. Now, I feel like Entity is a good turn 1 play. I don't remember perfectly, I will be honest, but I am pretty sure, I'm like 90% sure that the original, that the new control-based setup looks like this, right? On turn 1. Because you can put 3 monsters on the field turn 1 and 3 runes. I think my 3rd rune might have been something like... To be honest, do I even need a 3rd one? Because Rune Collector will activate, give Selenis a rune. If my opponent has any runes, Selenis will make its 3rd. I feel like just in terms of strategy, maybe you don't put everything down. Yeah, we'll go with this. So I would play you in the assault zone, you in the defense zone, and maybe you in the counter zone. Like a balanced strategy with these 2 runes, right? So as soon as a turn starts, I would activate the effect of Danger Beast, which says I gain 50 attack for every rune currently in play. So that means I would gain a minimum 100 attack here, jumping up to 250 attack in the counter zone. So 250 attack in the counter zone, right? And if my opponent has any runes, that number could go even higher. Right, so 250 attack over here. I've got this as a wall if anything makes it through. And then once all the counters get generated, this guy over here will also be gaining attack. Gains 50 additional attack for every force counter currently on the field. So after I've activated these runes, 1, 2, 3 counters will be on the field at least. So this guy jumps up to 300. And I think I play the slow game, right? Let this go up, let this go up. This is actually harder than I thought it would be. Competitive Pokemon is actually pretty fun right now compared to the Snorefest of Sword and Shield. I didn't actually play Sword and Shield. I didn't have a Switch yet. So I never got a chance to play. Competitive Pokemon is a double-edged sword. I hate to see Pokemon use like TCG control boards, but at the same time, watching 5 Lechonk and 1 Primeape, that's too angry to die, murder everyone. Oh yeah, the new Primeape evolution was fire. It was fire. Right? So those would be that would be a turn 1 play. At the end of the turn, ideally, you would have this back in your hand, having generated 3 counters. You activate this, generate 1 counter on Selenis, activate Startup. Wait a second. Hold on, this could be kind of fire. Wait. If a Forest Guard card would be destroyed during this wave, remove a force counter from it instead. So what you could do is put a counter on Selenis with Startup, and then drop when Startup activates and resolves, that puts another counter over here off of Selenis' effect. Right? This goes to the graveyard. Forest Wall says, if a Forest Guard card would be destroyed during this wave, remove a force counter from it instead. So, Selenis tries to destroy itself. We remove a counter from it, protect it with this, and then because a rune was activated, Selenis places another counter on the field. So you basically have a net, you just generate three counters in a single turn, basically. I've only ever played Gen 1 and Gen 2. To be honest, Gen 1 was Fire Red and Leaf Green. That was for me when we ate the best for Pokemon. I miss those days, right? But it's still fire. Right? Hey, Saul. Oh, this board looks amazing. Hey, thank you very, very much. It took a minute. I'm tripping why Celestis died in game. I'm actually not 100% sure. I sent the friend request, but to be honest, actually looking at the cards again, I'm taking a second to just refamiliarize myself with how the game is played, because I've been spending so much time on like the back and the technical side. Okay, we need the rules to be ironed out in the code and looking over the art and getting everything done, that I haven't actually played the game in about a month and a half to 2 months. The last time I played the game was the last time we played the game. So that kind of gives you a frame of reference. So I feel like I should take this time to just relearn what the decks do and how the decks play, and then go from there. Is this Nexus? Yeah, this is Summoner's Nexus. Right? Fire Red and Leaf Green is Gen 3. Heart Gold and Soul Silver is Gen 4, I think. Is that? I think I might have confused myself. Heart Gold and Fire Red and Leaf Green are obviously two of my favorite games. Heart Gold and Soul Silver were my favorite Pokemon experiences as a child. I love those games, right? Absolutely love those games. Now, carrying on from there, so everything on turn 1, well, we don't know that it would survive, but Selenis has a potential to live turn 1 and leave me with 3 counters. The next turn, I could summon something like Centaur Sage over here, and maybe a Kalpa Banyan in the counter zone. I would have drawn 1 card. Draw into Lilith, which is useless, okay? Because Lilith says, if you have not activated any runes this turn, select up to 3 runes you control and send them to the graveyard. Place that many forest counters on Forest Guard avatars you control. The rune selected by this effect cannot be activated in response to this card. Basically, what this card says is, hey, if your Selenis has died and you need some backup, if you need forest counters, sacrifice some runes that you just don't get to use. Selenis says, hey, activate your runes and I'll give you counters. Lilith says, no, don't activate the runes, just send them to the graveyard, don't get the effects, and I'll give you the counters. So she's backup Selenis effectively. So she's Selenis for the late game when things are looking bad, but you probably won't really have runes to sacrifice like that in the late game, so Lilith isn't great. If we're friends, the room is open invitation. Hold on, let me invite you, right? I have the room set to friends can enter, but let me just do that instead. If you're on lunch break, feel free to hop into the chat, into the voice chat for this, and we can actually talk and whatnot. Now, honestly speaking, I don't know where the offense for this deck is anymore. I don't. I feel like Minos is your only real offensive play. Entity is also an offensive play. So maybe, wait. Let's take a step back. I think turn 1, Kalpa Banyan. Turn 2, Entity to beef up your offense. Because these are your only 2 real offensive plays. Centaur Sage is purely defensive. Okay, it's starting to make sense to me again. Maybe we use Incinerate to modulate where our attack values fall. It's starting to make sense. Maybe try Wyvern Forest Guard. I wanted to try and play it pure just so I can remember what each deck does individually. So what I think here's what we'll do. I think I will, in my free time, read through all of the effects again and just learn what everything does again. But in terms of the actual gaming experience, I might go through. From what I remember, turn 1 was Minos, Entis, and Selenis. Okay. I like the dragons, the wyverns. The wyverns are fire. I think no matter what, the wyverns will stay consistent. I just want to do a refresher course on each deck, basically. So I have 1 day dedicated to each before moving on to the new decks that have been added in, right? So I think I've actually got a solid enough strategy down. So having Saul hop in and us actually give it a try is probably a good shout. I'm going to add these back to my hand. And it looks like he's loading in the top right corner now, so that's excellent. I hope that this isn't ass, is all I can say. Right? All I can say is, don't be terrible. Let's put these counters back. And take it from the top. Hopefully this works. Right? I have to say, the only thing that's off-putting is I'm not seeing a lot of tribalness. What does tribalness mean? But that's just me, a weird MTG player that took 2 years to make a real engine. Wait. Now, define tribalness. Do you mean a unity between the cards, a joint theme? Because this is one of the decks that doesn't really have that. The idea behind this deck is mythical creatures that are associated with nature in some way, shape, or form. And that's the gist of it, right? That's the jive of the deck. And the only real thing that they share would be the way that their backgrounds are, and I guess the art style as well, but then all of the cards share an art style, so that's not saying too much. Yeah, so now we just wait. Tribes are broader archetypes like type and attributes in Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh, okay. So it's like so tribes are subsets. Tribes are subsets. So some of the decks do have like, while we wait for Salt's thing to load in, because it usually doesn't take too long to load in. But while we wait for Salt's things to load in, I can show you some of them. The Wandering subset also probably doesn't have as connected of a theme. It's the Chinese zodiac wheel, but it's my own sort of take on it. So not all of the cards are like a 1-to-1 the way you might expect. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, anyway, right? So this is obviously the monkey in the wheel. You have the rabbit. So you can see like they're not all connected by a theme. The only thing connecting them is the zodiac wheel, the wheel in the background of each of their designs, right? But something like the wyverns are a lot more closely connected. Who else is more connected? I would say the minotaurs are obviously going to be a lot more connected. I'll show you these because they're all, well, minotaurs, so there's that. Right? What's that wolf? That's Okami. It's not coming to the game for a long time. So this is Renrir, the Hand of Daedalus. This is Asterius, the Nameless. They all have the ability Boss Rush, and then they all have a primary ability that's different. You have Niprix. So you see that these are like all connected thematically in that they are all, well, minotaurs. They're all bulls, right? So that's an example. You have the arias, which are all just musical women, just song ladies, all singing, right? You have Aura, you have Merides, and you have Vespera. Again, all of the card art is ready. It's just not in the game yet. I haven't updated the card art in the game. I love TCG language, literally. But coming up with the language has been fun. The Daemon subset is kind of connected, but like it's not as down pat as you might like. Like for example, oh, Saul's in the game. Excellent. You have the Daemon of the West, right? So it's an air elemental. You have the Daemon of the East, earth elemental. Daemon of the Four Winds, combination avatar type situation. Daemon of the North, fire/lava elemental, and Daemon of the South, a water elemental. So not as tightly connected, but you kind of get like some of them are tied more on theme than they are in design. And then some of them are tied more on design than they are on theme, right? But yeah. So thematic, yeah, exactly. So most decks will have, I would say, a thematic connection more so than like them looking similar. Like cards will have subsets. Like for example, you see how each of these cards has a leaf in the top left, so you know that they're linked by looking at the icon that links them, right? It's the icon for their subset. These guys all have a leaf in the top left, so you know that they're all linked on that basis. But in terms of their designs, no, they're not directly linked to each other. Okay, so Luxus is in game. He's fidgeting with the cards. Will we be able to hear him is the question. Let me head over to Discord and see this. He's in the thing with me. He's speaking, but I can't hear him. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Voice and video, input. My output is... No, my input is what I say. My output is what you say. Yes? So it should be this. Saul, are you there?
I am here.
There we go. Okay, yes. This has gone wrong enough times for me to understand how it works. All right. How you doing, man?
I'm good.
God,
I won't be able to talk for the whole time. Once I have to get back to work, I'll have to switch to using in-game chat to talk, but I'll still be able to hear you.
That's good. That's all good. No problem. Can everyone hear Soluxus loudly enough? Saul, can you just say a few words for the people in the back? Let me make sure I can.
A few words for the people in the back.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It looks like everything's working the way it should. Man, it's been ages since I heard your voice. I've missed you. I've missed all you guys. Right?
I missed you too.
All right. So, are you good with the Wandering subset? I feel like no one's gonna be good with anything now because it's been such a long
I'm not good with anything. But if the forest guard is truly more control now, then I feel like I'd be better at that.
Okay, in that case, let me give you this deck instead. Let me give you this, and I'll play Wanderings, right? Because yeah, I do really feel that Forest Guard is coming to their own in terms of like how well they can control the game board, but it's been a while, so if I'm honest, I don't remember how. So it might take some trial and error to really get back to where it was. Which is annoying. What I'm going to do this time around, and I'd already planned to do this, but seeing this has sort of just reaffirmed it for me, is I'm making, after the guide videos that explain the rules of the game come out, the next thing that's going to come out are deck guides, right? So it's like, oh, hey, these are the decks that are coming out in the game. This is how you will most likely pilot them. Here are the runes. And here are the... God damn it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the avatars. I'll take these. Right? That way, like, combos and strategies won't be as easy to forget. Right? Need to make more live streams. Vibe it. By the way, so I feel like I haven't seen... You haven't been making content recently, have you?
No. I've been a little out of it lately.
No, that makes sense. I mean, work has been intense, and I feel like we've all had just a lot going on. I feel like the break came... It wasn't really a break. It was just, like, too many things going on to prioritize content. So I feel like that makes sense that you also have something similar going on. Right?
Yeah. Just now...
So Luxus went to a different dimension. I can't hear him anymore.
Okay, that was weird.
Very. Very.
Anyways, now that I'm living on my own, that adds a lot to everything.
Right.
And then a lot of like work stuff, and it's been a mess. But I'm here.
You're here. You're still kicking. You're still trooping. That's good, man. I think.
So what's this stack of 8 cards over here with Lilith on top? Oh, that's just
that's just the ID
guide
cards. Yeah, those
ID
are just
cards.
the guide cards. Yeah. Looking at it, some of these cards are actually wrong. Like, Zodiac Cycle shouldn't be in the game anymore. It was deemed too strong. So yeah, I do just need to do a big update on what's in here and what stays and what doesn't. Instead of that, I will probably play this. Switch places on the field. This could be fun. Heartstopper could be fun. Gosh, there's so much to learn. I'm actually trying to start a content grind. I'm literally just throwing anything and everything into the void. Do it. That's kind of what you need to do. My inability to understand video editing software is my second biggest enemy. It takes time. I use Filmora. I think it was initially Filmora X, but I think they're on 12 now. Which does have a decent user interface, but again, when you take time away from it, you do forget. But like, it's easy enough to pick back up. I've been picking Filmora X back up recently, so just give it some time, and I'm sure it'll catch on, right? This will go in my draw deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is this? Nah. I'm not going to play Freeze, not going to play Underdog. Incinerate is actually a pretty good card, and I might take that over this. Don't need Do I want Diversion?
Now that I'm thinking about it, I think the reason why I haven't really been doing very much content is because I haven't been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! As much.
Yes!
And that's mainly what my content has been. The only other games that I've been playing is Valorant, a highly competitive first-person shooter. I'm not competitive or good enough at it yet to like actually provide any value in content for it.
That makes sense.
And the other games that I've been playing are old tactical RPG games, like older Fire Emblem games, and the problem there is that they're outdated, you know. But coming up though, like I said it earlier, in like a week, a new Fire Emblem game comes out, Fire Emblem Engage.
Okay.
When that comes out, I'll definitely be doing content for that. Next month, Hogwarts Legacy comes out. I'm definitely going to be doing content for that. That is one of my most anticipated games of all time.
All time? Okay, that's high praise.
I am a huge Harry Potter fan.
That makes sense. I could pick just for a Harry Potter fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also another game that's coming up soon. It's called Process of Elimination. I don't know if you've ever heard of the game series Danganronpa.
The name rings a bell. I have no idea what it's about though.
It's so Process of Elimination is similar to that. It's basically just like a mystery game where there's like a group of people, one of them or all of them is a murderer, and you gotta like solve crimes and all that. But in Process of Elimination, there's 14. I think there might be more than that. I just remember 14 for some reason. There's 14 detectives, and each one like has their own like specialization in detective work. And one of them is a serial killer. So all the detectives have to try to figure out who's the serial killer, who's innocent, and it just looks wild and fun.
I bet. Fair enough. That sounds crazy. That sounds, not crazy is the wrong word. That sounds like it takes a lot of mental fortitude. Like it's a mystery game almost. Am I right in assuming?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I'm bad at that. I don't have the patience. I was watching, have you seen the show Who is the Mole?
No, I haven't.
Basically, it's a show where it's like a reality TV show, but instead of being like a Love Island kind of thing, they took like 12 people, planted a mole among them who's like trying to sabotage. Basically like Among Us, but it's a reality TV series. And I swear to you, I was like maybe halfway through and I was just like, F it. And I just looked on Wikipedia for who the mole was because I could not be bothered to wait through the challenges and try and figure out who the mole was by process of elimination. I just spoiled it for myself. I could not be asked.
Soul.
Yeah.
The show is called The Mole.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So when you told me it's called Who's the Mole, I googled Who's the Mole, and it literally told me who the mole was.
Well, congratulations. I just saved you an entire season's worth of mystery. You just got straight to the best part. There you go.
So everyone watching, do not Google that. Just Google The Mole. Do not Google Who's the Mole. It's on Netflix. If you want to be more safe, just search it directly on Netflix, not on Google.
Can't even trust your own. I am sorry. Okay.
That's funny as hell.
Now, do you have your deck sorted out? Are you ready to go?
Yep, I'm good.
What is that thing behind? Wait, what is that?
There's a thing behind me?
Wait, is that your app? What's your Steam avatar? What's your Steam profile picture?
Oh, it's that.
That is so cool. Do I have one of those? No, I don't. What the hell?
You don't have any Steam avatar.
Oh, so if I choose a Steam avatar, I can have it here. That is really cool. Okay, all right. I've never seen that before. Okay, so let's hop into it. So we're gonna go turn 1. Let's dive straight into the preparation phase and take it from there, right? And this is really just to get the gears turning again in terms of the rules and how the game is played. Although me and the Wandering subset, it's like bread and butter. I don't think I can ever fully forget how this deck works. Oh wait, shit, did I forget how this deck works? Wait, it's a lot more simple. The Wandering subset is a lot more simple than the Forest Guard subset. I think it's just a question of how I like to apply the cards. So I think I will go with this. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'll go with this. And then we put the rooms down first, and then the monsters. Right. Now, in terms of a stratagem. First time I balanced the reduce defense another. Nope. Effect. Nope. Ooh, yeah, okay, cool. We've got a strategy. I've got a strategy for turn 1. Let's go. Alright. Now, I'd like to say my strategy out loud to explain it to the people watching who don't know how the game works, but then I would also be telling it to you, and I feel like that's a bad idea. So...
I'm not gonna understand.
You make an excellent point. You make an excellent point. So I finally got my...
How do I zoom in? I cannot see this at all.
Push the Alt button while you hover over the card.
It's still not big enough.
Oh, scroll with the scroll wheel while pushing the Alt button.
Oh no. Hold on.
Right. Yeah. Alt button plus scroll wheel.
Well, that'd be great if the scroll wheel on my mouse worked.
Oh, well, you're just screwed. You can't be helped. There's nothing we can do for you. There's nothing we
Literally.
can do. So I finally got my driver's license, and I got hey, you got a car? Brandon out here making those lifetime investments. I got some clothes. Oh, I didn't get a car. Damn. Fire. Nice, no more bus for me. The bus is a godforsaken method of transportation. And I don't say that because I drive. I say that like, so while I was in law school, I was going into London every single day. And I walked 5 miles a day instead of taking the bus. The bus is a disgusting creature. It was also because I couldn't afford a bus pass, but that's besides the point. I wouldn't have wanted one anyway. I hate the bus. There's so many people on it, and they're all gross, and I just didn't know. Anyway, that's it.
I forget. Do we do runes first or?
Yeah, runes
creatures first.
Yeah, okay. Runes first, and then you put your avatars on top.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't wait for you guys. Well, it's gonna be. I say it's gonna be a while before you guys see the story. If anything, the story is probably the thing that's coming out the soonest now, because it's now in a book format. Like it's just gonna be dropped all at once. And so much has changed about how so much of the story works, and I think in a positive way. Like it no longer being a webtoon forced me to really get into some of the mechanics of the world that would normally just be hand-waved away by its status as a webtoon and certain things not being thought about too much. Like I had to learn how an aqueduct system works so I could create an aqueduct system for the fortress, the main character, the main haven where the story takes place. Ah, what was that? Oh, thank you. The pizza's here.
Do you want all of the chicken wings?
Sorry?
Do you want all of the chicken wings now?
There's chicken wings in there?
Yeah.
Well, there's chicken wings on here.
We get $1 each.
Each?
Yeah.
How much did we buy? Ratters. Okay, cool. Wait, hold on. Wait, come back. Hey, where you going, man? What's the rush? How you doing?
Bye.
Are you guys watching stuff? Blacklist, yeah? I'll come through in a little bit, yeah? You have a great day. That's my sister, everyone. She brought me pizza. Hey, yo, Sharon? Nah. Right? There's no, and you know the funny thing, there's no occasion. I was just like to my mom, hey, want to get some pizza? And she was like, yeah. And so she got pizza, and I'm a happy boy.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, cool. Let's do it. Drop the whole series or the first chapter? No. Okay. Heads or tails, Saul?
Heads.
God damn it. Okay. Am I going first or are you?
Yeah, you can go first.
Alright, cool. I reveal the Wandering Wukong in the Assault Zone.
Okay. I reveal
Yep.
Salinas in the defense zone.
Nice. So the webtoon is gone entirely, or will it transition in story mode for the app? No, it's going to be the story mode for the game, right? Mostly free. Some of it will be paywalled, but mostly free. That's one of the ways in which we'll gain revenue. Like, you'll be able to get the entire main story for free, but there's going to be extra, like, side stories that if you want, you can pay for, right? Are you dropping the series or a chapter? Oh, that's what I was like. Wait, what? What does that mean? I was like, no. I'm gonna try and drop a book. It's gonna be broken into books. My aim is for the first book to be done, not released, because like you have to find a publisher, do all that kind of stuff. So my first draft of the first book to be done by January, February, March, April, May, June. So I'm giving myself half the year to complete the first book. I'm currently on page 58 out of an estimated 350. And the first book is going to span until... I literally can't tell you or else it spoils the story, but it spans up until, in terms of chapters, I would say chapter 40, which... in the grand scheme of things, isn't that much of the overall story, I would say. Right? Now, sorry, my turn. I reveal the Wandering Twertian in the Assault Zone.
Centaur Sage.
You're being real defensive. I don't like it. I reveal the Wandering Boss Guardian in the Defense Zone.
Just a rune.
Damn, okay. I also have just a single rune. Overlaying cards? No. It's just an interface thing. The cards aren't like overlaid. They're just standing in the same place. They're just standing in the same place. Okay, now. So we would move to wave start. I have turn priority, and so I activate the Monkey King ability. What Monkey King says is, when this card is summoned from the hand, you can activate this effect. All cards in your assault encounter zones gain 100 attack until the end of the turn. So that's Twertian and Wukong plus 100. Any response from you, my friend?
Nope.
Alright.
Well, not to that effect, but I almost forgot how like the interaction works.
Yeah.
So give me 1 second.
I was about to be like, wait a second, Selenis. Oh wait, David, you do ebooks as well? Vibing. It's hurt. I'm okay. I have some pizza, some garlic, but I'm having a great time. So what was the plan for the webtoon? Was it like a chapter a week? Yes, it was 1 chapter a week. 50 how many weeks are it? Oh my god. How many weeks for the year?
I am going to go ahead and activate my rune.
Rune, okay. What is it?
Startup.
Okay.
So I will place a forest counter on Centaur Sage.
Okay.
And that triggers Salinas to put another counter on Centaur Sage.
So normally you'd have to activate Salinas first, but I'm just going to assume that you did already, because...
Oh, okay. Got it.
It's like once you activate it, then he can start doing it, but it changes nothing gameplay-wise, just assume that you already did, so yeah.
Right. Yeah, because like the wording makes it seem like when a rune is activated, it reactivates the ability each time. So Got it.
Okay, so 2 runes, 2 counters placed. All right. If that's all you got, I'm about to beat your ass. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, so movement phase 1.
So our ability is only activatable before, or like in that declaration phase, or like before the movement phase.
No,
I forget.
No, anytime. So it's like, okay.
Okay.
When you start, you can activate ability. Before that phase ends, you get a prompt. At the start of the movement phase, you get a prompt. At the end of the movement phase, you get a prompt, and so on and so forth. Okay.
All right.
Movement phase 1. Anything to declare?
Yep, I will go ahead and use Centaur Sage's second wind ability. I can remove a forest counter to set a rune from my hand.
Okay. What is your strategy here?
And it can be used that turn.
Okay.
So then I will go ahead and use it.
Of course.
Forest Woodland.
Okay.
Now, I need to know how the chaining works for this. So if I activate Forest Woodwind, that will eventually obviously activate Selenis to add another forest counter to Centaur Sage.
Yes.
Will that added counter be included in Forest Woodland's ability to add the defense?
That is an excellent question. Since Selenis has already been activated, I would say yes. As soon as Rune is activated, Selenis generates that counter. He doesn't need to like activate. It's now a passive thing.
Got it. Okay. All right. So then Centaur Sage's defense is now 250.
Okay. I'm still finna beat your ass.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. Movement phase 1. I advance to the checkpoint. There's nothing here, so we move straight to movement phase 2. I advance to your defensive zone. Now, I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you really, really hard.
Thank you.
I attack into Centaur Sage with Tuition, who's currently at 300, into your 250. Destroying the Centaur Sage. The chain of momentum of Tuition carries it into Selenis, who is at 0, destroying Selenis. So I'm left with 50, but that 50 is going to go away at the end of the turn. Wukong at 300 attacks you directly for, 300. That is... oh wait, we didn't do any deductions. I don't know if you had any, but I did. My Nexus gauge is at 800.
What does it start on again?
So your Nexus gauge starts at 1,000. To summon a rank 1 avatar is free. To summon a rank 2 avatar is 100. To summon a rank 3 avatar is 200. So I summoned 2 rank 2s, putting me at 800. Yeah, right, Urban Fantasy. Thought about ascending my old Feudal Fantasy, but don't know if there's enough money. And my co-creator, he's on... That story took a turn. I was about to be like, oh, wow, that's awesome. What a heartwarming story. Oh, my days.
And then how much did you hit me for?
Oh, not literal drugs. I hit you for 300.
Lovely.
Advancing to get position. Lane battles without the craziness of cross tool. Yeah, so you can't battle like in between lanes. It's like, okay, I go here, we battle. We stop, we battle if there's any battles. No battles, okay, move to the next point, we battle, right? So how many life points are you at?
I am at 650.
Damn, that's actually not bad. That's actually not bad for you. Wait, hold on, how did you... Sorry, I was wondering where the 50 came from. I think it was 100 to summon the Centaur Sage.
Oh, duh. For some reason, I was thinking it was 50 for rank 1, or sorry, rank 2, and then 100 for rank 3.
No.
Got it. Then I am at 600.
Vibin'. And yeah, Neoshock, to answer your question, because I don't know if I answered it properly. Yeah, so it would have been 50 5 chapters because you release 3 chapters in the first week and then you do it weekly, or is that 54? I think it's 54. So 54 chapters is what I was aiming for. So 40 of those initial 54 chapters are 40 is an estimate, are what's being turned into the first. It might actually be less than 40 what's being turned into the first book. So yeah. Okay, so on to turn 2. Actually, hold on. Do I want to use this? United phase effect during main phase 1 and main phase 2. Movement phase 2. Target a wandering avatar you control. Place it in your assault, defense, or counter zone. I wouldn't be able to use it because I attacked you. So yeah, that just goes to the graveyard. Never got to use it. And yeah, turn 2. Let's get it started. Let's draw for turn. And we take it from there. This garlic bread is delicious. Oh, this is good. This is really good. Oh, it's kind of good. What is this? I'm gonna set this. Set this. And that's it. Okay. At least one thing I can say is I feel like I'm doing a decent job managing resources still, but that's because I know this deck better. I say that while only having 2 cards left in hand. Right? Ayo, wait, you're using a fixed mana system from turn 1? I played with that literally like a week ago. Yeah, you are locked in, right? Your life point / mana are the same thing. You don't get more mana as the game progresses. Although I've been floating that idea because like it is kind of restrictive. Because you have to manage it so greedily. So in the future, maybe a change will happen, but so far the game has been balanced around the idea that no, you do have that fixed 1,000 points in your Nexus gauge, and you just have to make do with that. Garlic bread ASMR, crunchy. Yeah. So that is how this game goes down. What I'm super eager for is when development gets to a point where we don't need to use TTS anymore and we can just play it in the app. And I can just send all of the testers the, not the APK, the thing. Well, maybe it is APK. I don't know the development terminology, but the thing that they send to me so that I can play the app, and I can just send that to everyone else. This is so good. I was so hungry and I didn't even realize it. I wouldn't. Feast is a good system because no infinite combos, true. Like Magic the Gathering is so annoying for. Like some recovery since it's your LP2, but I would be very careful with that. What type of pizza are you getting? It's a meteor, it's from Domino's. Love it. Now, I have been playing around with that. Up until now, I've been very cautious with any decks that can increase and decrease life points, right? Things that hit your gauge directly, because not only is it your life points, but it's what you're using to summon your cards. There is special summoning in the game, but that so far is limited. And...
Alright, I'm ready.
Ready to go? Okay, heads or tails?
Tails.
Son of a... Okay, am I going first or are you?
You are.
Of course. Of course. I reveal the Wandering Reyes in the counter zone.
Okay. I reveal Lilith in the defensive zone.
Okay. I reveal the Wandering Phoenix in the Nexus.
I'll reveal Minotaur in the Assault Zone.
You son of... Okay. Alright. I reveal the Wandering Ryu in... I feel like an all-out offensive makes sense. I'm gonna go the Assault Zone. Right?
And I'll reveal Entity in the Assault Zone.
Shit. Wait. Okay. I have 2 runes. Yo, you guys, how you doing, bro? Yeah, I got back from work and I just immediately went live. I hope you've been good. I hope you've been good. I hope you've been vibing. We're out here, right? We're having a good time. We're testing Nexus. I've got some pizza. Can I deal with that? Like, no, actually, can I deal with that? Okay, I have turn priority. It's time for wave start. All right, we need to deduct our Nexus gauges. I summoned a rank 2, which is 200 plus 2 rank 1, so just a 200. I am at 600 total.
I also summoned 2 rank 2s, so I am at 400 total.
Yeah. Okay, for a second I thought I was dumb. I mean, I might.
Well, I mean, you are,
for that
but
reason. Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. Right. Now, with turn priority, I activate the rune Incinerate. Target a card on the field, ignite it. The status affliction will be overridden by the next effect that would apply a status effect. What the ignite status effect does is I target 1 card on the field, it loses 50 points, it loses 50 attack, and at the start of each turn for 3 turns, it loses 50 more attack.
Oh, that's what that does. I didn't read it.
You didn't? Oh, right, yeah, you haven't seen status effects, have you?
Yeah, I have Incinerate in my hand. I just couldn't be bothered to read the whole thing.
Nice. Nice. We don't actually have anything for Incinerate. Do you mind if I'll just give you this here. Actually, no, we'll give you the 50. The 50 makes sense. Yeah, just minus 50 for you.
So you're using that on Entity or Minos? Both of them.
Actually, no. I'm going to use it on Minos because I just remembered what Entity's ability does. It resets its attack every turn, so there would literally be no point. So yeah, that on Minos. Any response?
Yeah, I will go ahead and use Entity's ability to gain 50 attack for every rune currently in play.
I was trying to be quick about it so that you wouldn't think to use it. So, what Entity's ability does is for every rune in play, it gains 50 attack. I was trying to get my runes off the field quickly so you wouldn't get a boost off of it. So you gain 150 off of that. Right? Nice. Like so many EX deck stuff is what makes Yu-Gi-Oh! Less fun, but actually increases activity. It's also mostly still unique to it, other than that weird system in Vanguard. You know, we've got not an well, it is an extra deck. But it's not in play yet. None of the cards that go in the extra deck have been released as of right now. So none of them are being worked on. But yeah, I think an extra deck system is important because our game is already really consistent. I feel like most card games that use an extra deck is for the sake of consistency, because it's cards the player can always rely on. But with this, you choose the first 10 cards in your hand. You don't need that help. So it's just like versatility more than consistency. Now, with this, I'm a little bit scared. I will be honest with you. I wasn't expecting you to come at me this hard. And as a result of that fear, I am going to how much is left in your Nexus gauge? 400. I can probably can I kill this turn? No, I can't. I can't kill this turn, so therefore... Oh, and tuition is at 0. Minus 200. And Wukong is at nothing. So it's just at its regular 200. So Alexis, yeah, the auxiliary deck, right? I changed the name to AX deck to just make it a bit more snappy, but still. Versatility is how Synchro broke the fusion deck, though. I mean, true. You may need to click the little chat thing because I can't talk. Oh, only in-game chat? No problem. At this point, I do have to get back to work, so I can't talk only here. That's absolutely fine. Not to worry. So, I don't think I can kill you this turn. And you are, look, that is some hefty damage because that is Minos at 100 and Entity at 300 coming at me directly, which is scary. But I think my current setup can handle that, so I will. Yeah, let's move to the movement phase then. We'll move on to the movement phase. As long if you have anything to declare, you can go ahead and declare it. But if not, then we can move on. I have nothing else to say. I have nothing to say whatsoever. He flipped a rune. Activate Rune Collector. Okay, you return that to your hand. Why? That's not the card that I thought that was. Oh, just need it on the field for Entity. That makes sense. Fair enough. Okay. Movement phase 1. I move up here. You guys move along. That is fine. Movement phase 2. I complete my... Oh, wait, no. Before movement phase 2, these cards over here would battle. Tuition is at 0 attack. But you're at 0 defense. So I'm just going to attack you with the Wandering Wukong. Destroy it. That acts as a shield. No direct damage. Tuition attacks, but it has 0 attack right now, so it does nothing to you. Movement phase 2 rolls around. Oh, and this guy, she moved up as well. So which card are you going to attack her with, if you choose to attack? Okay, attacking into Reyes with Minos, putting Minos down to 50 attack left. That's fine. And then movement phase 2 happens. This moves up here. And then these guys move down here. Didn't mean to do that, but you know what I mean. Right, so these guys move down here. Oh, solo stacking. The new Ryu art is beautiful. The Ryu art came out nice. The Ryu art came out nice. It did. Now, second battle phase rolls around. I have more attack than you, so the Wandering Ryu attacks you directly for 300. Just to the face, which again, this current back and forth makes the Wandering Net feel insane, but I think it is just the rust shaking off of us a little bit. That's a direct attack for 300. Your attack now comes around. You are at also 300 with the Forest Guard Entity. I'm assuming you attack into Boss Guardian, yes? Okay, Boss Guardian is destroyed. You would go down to 150 after that, but it doesn't really matter because Danger Beast. Boss Guardian's effect activates, which says, when this card is destroyed, if you control the rank 2 or higher Wandering Avatar this turn, draw 1 card. So I draw 1. Ooh. Okay. And that is... Wow, that's the... I could have stopped that, but I wanted the draw. So yeah, that is the end of the turn. This goes to great... Oh, so since this guy's already attacked this turn, Minos has already attacked up here at the counter zone to get past. So he's done for the turn. And yeah, that's it. So final turn, you are at 100 life points. Let's draw for turn. He's done for the turn and I'm done for the game, it appears. It seems that way. We draw for turn. Oh, that's not fair. That's not fair. Can you get over this? I don't think you can. Now, the interesting thing about your deck is me putting down any runes is actually sort of a benefit to you. So I don't think I should do that. And I shouldn't have told you that that's what I'm doing. But anyway, this should say turn 3. I love that this uses cross-duel-esque attack gets chipped as you move, punishes aggro brains. Yeah, it does. Right, the attack reductions stay consistent. Again, I feel like it's ready. Okay, let me flip. Since you can't talk, I will choose heads. You've got to be kidding me. You've got is it? Yeah, it's just levitating. Okay, reflip. I chose heads, didn't I? God damn it. Okay. I'm assuming that I'm going first again. If I had to guess, I'm revealing first. Okay, you're revealing first. Sounds good. Kappa Banyan in the defense zone. I reveal the Wandering Hui in the defense zone. No, in the Nexus. Okay, I reveal the Wandering Mygra in the defense zone. Okay, now this is where things get interesting, right? No game, no life moment, bruh. All right, yeah, when they did the okay, no such thing as chance in a coin flip, literally. Now, gee, you said 3 runes. You said 3 runes. Oh my days. Do you have what is Mygra's ability again? I almost never actually use this card. Also, I have to reduce my life points by 100 because I summon Mygra, leaving me at a total 500 life points. Mygra, ooh. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay, so if we're at wave start, oh right, yeah, you're ignited, which means that this thing it lost 50 attack from the snake, but it's lost 100 attack from ignite. So this is at 0 attack. Okay, I'm not as scared as I was before. I was scared before, but now I'm not. Because I was like, how do I deal with both of these things, right? Okay, yeah, no, that's healthy then. Wave start, do you have priority, so anything to reveal? I'm going to take that as a no. Oh, it's a yes. Incinerate? Who are you targeting? Okay. Targets the Wandering Ryu with Incinerate. Ryu loses 50 attack, so it's now at 250. That's fine. I respond by activating the Wandering Mygra's effect, Orion's Belt, which boosts the defense of all the cards in my defense zone by 100. So Orion, Mygra. Only until the end of the turn, though. Okay, plus 100. Oh? What is... Oh, hold on, let's see. Forest Wall. If a Forest Guard card would be destroyed during this wave, remove a Forest Guard counter from it instead. Okay. Yep, Orion's belt. What are you trying to do? You're picking up your deck. What black magic is this? Oh wait, you're typing. Okay. Oh, you're surrendering. And Luxus surrenders. That's a GG. GG's. I feel like that was a good refresher game. Got me back up to speed with Wanderings. So thank you for that. I appreciate that, bro. Good stuff all around. Yeah, for anyone watching, I hope that like made sense to a degree. Surrender, I'm unsubbing. I just feel very underwhelmed by Forest Guard right now. Shall we switch? Unfortunately, I don't think I have time. For another game because I was only planning on streaming until about 8, but the food is already here. So I think I will wrap up here, and then just sort of pick it up next week. After having read all of the cards, and then haven't had time to like discuss it and stream and everything and chill. So thank you very, very much for the game, bro. I'm going to be hopping out of this, and I will catch you in a little bit, my guy. Let's close. And that's that. So, yeah, that was tasty. Hope you have a good night. Hey, yo, thank you very much, Brendan. I appreciate you for coming through. Thanks for the membership, my guy. I appreciate that. I hope you guys had a good time just being able to see kind of like where Nexus is, some of the gameplay a little bit. And yeah, everyone have a good night. Take care, you guys. I'll see you. I will most likely be live tomorrow, but on Twitch. Because we're not going to be doing Nexus stuff. It's going to be regular gameplay stuff. So I'll see you there. Have a great one. And take care, friends.